Hello everyone. I will show you how to differentiate algebraic functions. So we are just going to identify the derivative of algebraic functions using some law of derivatives. Okay, so first formula, we have the derivative of constant. We all know that the derivative of a constant is equal to the derivative of a constant with respect to x is equal to 0. So kung ang function ninyo ay constant function, so it is just a number. So ang derivative niya dito ay palaging 0. So, for example, we have this. Y is equal to 5. So, we have dy over dx is equal to, since it is a constant function, the derivative of that is 0. Number 2, we have negative square root of 5. So wala tayong variable dyan. So the derivative of y with respect to x will be equal to 0 also. Ganun din dito sa number 3. Since wala tayong variable, we have the derivative of y with respect to x will be 0. And last, since it is a constant function, the derivative of y with respect to x will be 0 also. Okay, so tandaan nyo lang, ng derivative ng constant ay palaging 0. Next formula, we have the power rule. So the derivative of x raised to n with respect to x is equal to n times x raised to n minus 1. So itong n, nagginawa lang siyang isang numerical coefficient and of course, minus lang natin ng 1. Okay, para maintindihan natin, let's have an example. We have y is equal to x raised to 4. Na kapag kinuha natin yung derivative niya, ang notation ng ating derivative, it's either dy over dx or y prime. Okay, so pare-parehas lang yung notation natin dyan. So y prime is equal to, so ibababa lang natin yung 4, magiging 4x, then 4 minus 1. So simplify, we have 4x raised to 3. Okay, so yan na yung kanyang derivative. Next, we have y is equal to 6 over 7. So y prime is equal to 6 over 7 x raised to 6 over 7 minus 1. So we have 6 over 7 times x raised to negative 1 over 7. Okay, anong ibig sabihin ng negative? Okay, so kapag naalala nyo yung law of exponent ninyo, kapag may negative tayo sa numerator, pwede natin tong ibaba. So, meron tayong 6 over 7x raised to 1 over 7. So, yan yung derivative ng number 2. Number 3, we have f of x is equal to x raised to negative 8. So, y prime is equal to, okay, baba natin yung kanyang exponent, negative 8x raised to negative 8 minus 1. So, negative 8x raised to negative 9. So, may negative tayong exponent. Paano yan gagawin? Our final answer is negative 8 over x raised to 9. Very good. And last, so we have y prime is equal to, ibaba lang natin yung constant o kanyang exponent, I should say. So we have pi logarithmic of 4 with base of 3 x raised to, since it is a constant, we have pi logarithmic of 4, 3 minus 1. So yan na mismo yung kanyang simplified form. Since pi logarithmic of 4, 3, 4 base 3 is a rational number. Okay, so ganyan yung ating power rule. Next, we have the constant multiple rule. So meron lang tayong isang constant and meron lang tayong function. So pwede nating ilabas yung kanyang numerical coefficient. So for example, we have 3x squared. So pwede nating ilabas yung 3, pwede natin yung x squared, then so 3 times, so what is the derivative of x squared? We have 2x raised to 1 or 2x lang siya. So, ang derivative ng 3x squared is just 6x. So, yan yung ibig sabihin ng constant multiple rule. For example, we have this. Number 1. We have y prime is equal to, so step-by-step procedure muna tayo. 5 times 8 x raised to, so very good, 8 minus 1, or pwede nyo nang simplify agad. Minus, raised to 7. So, 5 times 8 is just 40x raised to 7. Okay, yun yung derivative ng 5 times x raised to 8. Next, we have it's not double prime. Y prime is equal to negative 5 times derivative of x raised to 2/5. We have 2/5 x raised to 2/5 minus 1. So, cancel. We have negative 2 x raised to negative 3 over 5. Meron tayong negative dito. So, anong gagawin dyan? Ibababa sa denominator. So, we have negative 2 over x raised to 3 over 5. So, yan na kagad yung sagot natin. How about for number 3? What do you think is the derivative of number 3? Okay, let's start. We have y prime is equal to negative 9 times negative 4. Very good. X raised to negative 5. Okay, so negative times negative is positive. 9 times 4 is 36. X raised to negative 5. Meron tayong negative sa exponent. So we have 36 over x raised to 5. Okay? And last, we have f of r. So r yung ating variable dito. Hindi lang x kasi yung variable minsan na ginagamit sa mathematics. So f prime of r is equal to, of course, 4 over 3 pi times, ano yung derivative ng r cubed? We have 3r squared. Okay? Cancel. We have 4 pi r squared. So yan na yung sagot natin for number 4. Okay? Next formula, we have the sum or difference rule. So, of course, kung meron tayong addition, hindi naman mag-iiba yung kanyang operation, addition pa rin. And for subtraction, ganun pa rin yung rule natin. Magiging subtraction din yung operation natin. So, for example, we have this. Number 1, don't be overwhelmed by the number of terms. So, y prime is equal to, do you think is the answer? Derivative of 5x raised to 4. Pwede nyo na kaagad i-simplify. So, pwede natin gawing 20x raised to 3. Very good. Plus, since plus yung nakalagay, plus din dapat isusulat. Plus, derivative of 6x squared. 12x. Very good. Minus 4. Of course, sir, paano yan naging 4? So, x raised to 0 is just equal to 1. Then, derivative of 7 is 0. Okay, so yan na kagad yung final answer natin. Okay, next example. Y prime is equal to, medyo malito na tayo dyan. So, step by step tayo dyan. So, negative 6 times negative 4 x raised to negative 5. Very good. Minus 2 times 2x, correct? Minus derivative of 4x. 4, very good. Minus 5 times derivative of x raised to 3 halves. 3 halves x raised to 3 halves minus 1. Derivative of 9 is just 0. Okay, simplify. Negative times negative is positive. 6 times 4 is 20. 4x raised to negative 5. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4x. Minus 4 minus 5 times 3 is 15. X raised to 3 halves minus 1 is 1 half over 2. Okay? So, meron tayong negative exponent. So, 24 x raised to 5 minus 4x minus 4 minus 15x raised to 1 half over 2. Okay, so yan yung sagot natin for number 2. Okay, so ito yung sagot natin. Number 3. So, y prime is equal to 2 times negative 4. Okay, so times x raised to negative 5 plus 9. Very good. So minus 4, derivative of negative 4 is 0. So 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. X raised to negative 5 plus 9. Is this our final answer? No. So kasi may negative tayo na exponent. So we have negative 8 over x raised to 5 plus 9 as our final answer. Okay, so for number 4, it is your practice exercise. Okay, next, we have the product rule. Okay, so medyo kakaiba na to sa mga rule natin kanina. So kapag meron kayong dalawang function, we have f times g. So meron tayong f of x times the derivative of g of x with respect to x plus g of x times the derivative of f of x. Or as we may technique kami para i-memorize yan, we have the u dv plus v du. Okay, so yan yung minememorize lang namin instead na itong formula na ito, u dv plus v du, kapag may dalawa kayong function. So for example, we have this. Y is equal to 3x plus 4 times the quantity of 4x squared minus 3. So equal siya. So ang u natin dito ay 3x plus 4. Ang v naman natin dito ay yung, of course, yung katabi niya, 4x squared minus 3. So pag sinabi nating du, derivative of u. So anong derivative nung 3x plus 4? We have 3 only. Correct. So 3 dx. Don't forget the dx. And yung dv natin, we have 8x. Okay? dx. Don't forget the dx. So equals lang siya sa... So u dv, so u muna tayo, 3x plus 4 times dv, we have 8x. You don't need to write the dx anymore. Plus u dv plus dv, v du. So v is 4x squared minus 3, du is 3. Simplify, we have we need to distribute 8x and distribute 3. So, meron na tayong 8 times 3 is 24. X squared plus 32x plus 4 times 3 is 12. X squared minus 9. Pwede pa nating i-simplify. Meron tayong 24x squared at 12x squared. So, meron tayong 36x squared plus 32x minus 9. And that is our final answer. So, y prime is equal to 36x squared plus 32x minus 9. Okay, so next we have, what is our u here? Okay, so x cubed minus 1. What is our du? Sige, du na lang muna natin. Derivative of this x cubed minus 1, we have 3x squared. May nakakalimutan kayo, we have dx. How about for v? We have 5 minus 2x. Derivative of v, we have negative 2 dx. Okay? Simplify yung u dv plus v du. U is x cubed minus 1. U dv, derivative of v, is negative 2 plus u dv plus v. We have 5 minus 2x. Du, we have 3x squared. Okay, so distribute the negative 2 and 3x squared. Meron tayong negative 2x cube plus 2 plus 3 times 5 is 15, x squared minus 6x cube. Meron tayong 6x cube, negative 6x cube, and negative 2x cubes. So meron tayong negative 8x cube plus 15x squared plus 2. So yan yung final answer natin. Okay, last example. So u is, okay, 2 minus x cubed. What is our du? Negative 3x squared dx. Okay, how about v? Negative 10x plus 5. How about dv? Negative 10. Okay. Of course, don't forget dx. So we have y prime is equal to u is 2 minus x cubed dv times negative 10 plus v negative 10x plus 5 du. Dito lang sa baba, we have negative 3x squared. Okay, so distribute negative 10 and of course distribute 3x squared. So meron tayong negative 20. Bakit? Equals negative 20 plus 10x cubed. I'm sorry. Yes, plus kasi negative times negative is positive. So 30x raised to 3 minus 15x squared. Okay, meron tayo ditong 10x cube at 30x cube. So meron tayong 40x cubed minus 15x squared minus 20 as our final answer. Okay, so kapag meron kayong dalawang function at multiplication ng kanilang operation, you just need to memorize u dv plus v du. Okay? So tapos na natin ang addition, tapos na natin ang subtraction, tapos na natin ang multiplication. Susunod ay yung division, which is the quotient rule. Okay? So kapag meron naman kayong nakitang ganyan, dalawang function na f divided by g, so may dalawa tayong function na division yung kanilang operation. So we have g of x, the derivative of f of x with respect to x minus f of x times derivative of g of x over g of x squared. Okay, so medyo mas mahaba to kaysa dun sa ating product rule natin kanina. But don't worry, mayroon akong ibibigay na technique. So pwede nyo gamitin ang low d high minus high d low over low low. Okay? Ulitin ko, pwede nyo gamitin ang quotient rule na low d high minus high d low over low low. Of course, pag sinabi kong low, the denominator. Pag sinabi kong d high, derivative of numerator. Pag sinabi kong high, numerator. Pag sinabi kong d-low, derivative of denominator. And of course, pag low-low, multiplied nyo lang yung denominator by itself. For example, we have 4x squared minus 3 all over 1 minus 2x. So we have y prime is equal to, so low is 1 minus 2x times the high, derivative of high. What do you think is the derivative of 4x squared minus 3? We have 8x, correct. So, low di high, minus high di low, kasi minus palagi yung formula natin. Minus high, we have 4x minus 3, 4x squared minus 3 times the low. What do you think is the formula, derivative of denominator? Negative 2. Okay, over low, low. So 1 minus 2x squared. Okay, so distribute these two. So sa numerator natin, we have 8x minus 2 times 8 is 16, x squared. Okay, so meron tayong negative times negative is positive. So plus 2 times 4 is 8x squared. So negative, meron ulit tayong negative times negative is positive times negative, we have negative. Negative 3 times 2 is 6 over low, low, we have 1 minus 2x raised to 2. You don't need to simplify the denominator. So, meron tayong negative 16x squared and 8x squared. Kaya, meron tayong negative 8x squared plus 8x minus 6 all over 1 minus 2x squared. And that's how you identify the derivative of a function using quotient rule. Okay, of course, I think ito lang yung example natin for quotient rule. Basta tandaan nyo lang, kapag quotient rule ang pinag-uusapan, low di high minus high di low over low, low. Next, we have the chain rule. Okay, so for chain rule, parang meron ulit tayong isang function dun sa isa pang function. So parang tayo may composite function dito. Okay, so for example, yan. We have y is equal to 3x squared minus 10x squared plus 15 raised to 5. So ang derivative niyan ngayon, syempre, it's not product rule, yung rule natin sa second, so ibababa lang natin yung 5. So 5 times 3x squared minus 10x plus 15 raised to, so yung 5 magiging 4 na, very good. So 5 minus 1 times, meron pa tayong function dito sa loob ng ating isa pang function. So anong derivative niyan? So we have 6x minus 10. Okay, so plus 15, 0 na yung kanyang derivative. So itong 5, pwede nating ipag-multiply dito sa term na ito. Hindi pwede dito since may exponent to na 4. Okay, so wag dyan. So 30x minus 50 times 3x squared minus 10x plus 15 raised to 4. So yan na yung sagot natin. You don't need to simplify or i-expand yung ating equation. Okay. Next, we have this. Y prime is equal to, okay, may exponent siya, 3 times 5 over x minus 1 raised to 2 na lang siya. Okay, may napapansin kayo dito? Ano gagamitin natin dyan sa buong to? I'm sorry. Buong to. Iban ko lang ng color. So, y prime is equal to 3 times 5 over x minus 1 raised to 2. So, ano napapansin nyo dito? We have a quotient rule. So, ang gagamitin natin ay low D high minus high D low over low low. So, low is x minus 1. D high, derivative of high is 0 minus high D low. So, high is 5 times derivative of low is 1 over low low. X minus 1 squared. Okay, so simplify 5 over x minus 1. 5 minus 1 squared. So x times 1 times 0 is just 0. Negative 5 times 1 is negative 5 over x minus 1 squared. Okay, pwede pa natin yan ipag-times itong negative 5 and 3 natin. So our final answer is negative 15 over x minus 1 squared times 5 over x minus 1 squared. Okay, so pwede pa natin tong i-simplify further. So since may square dito, pwede nating i-distribute sa numerator and denominator natin. Okay, so may magkaparehas na tayo na denominator. So, equals lang siya sa x minus 1 raised to 4 na siya. So, 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times negative 15. 25 times negative 15 is negative 375. And that is our answer. And last, we have y prime is equal to my exponent. We have 4 times the quantity of 3x plus 1 times the quantity of 4x minus 5 raised to 3. Okay, hindi pa tayo dyan natatapos kasi may function sa loob ng ating function pa. So, ano gagamitin natin dyan? We have the UDV plus VDU. So, U is 3x. Don't forget the other bracket. 3x plus 1. Derivative of V is 4. Plus V 4x minus 5. Times derivative of U is 3. Simplify. 4 times 3x plus 1 times 4x minus 5 raised to 3 times distribute 4, 12x plus 4 plus distribute 3, 12x minus 15. Simplify again. So 4 times 3x plus 1 times 4x minus 5 raised to 3 times 12x plus 12x is 24x. 4 minus 15 is negative 11. Okay, pwede nating distribute yung negative 4 dito sa term na to kasi exponent lang naman nila ay 1. So meron tayong 3x plus 1 times 4x minus 5 raised to 3 times 4 times 24. 4 times 24 is 96x minus 44. Okay, so yan yung ating y prime natin. Okay, so of course, don't forget yung mga other rule natin. Okay, so itong radical, parehas lang naman siya sa x raised to 1/2. So kapag tinranslate natin siya ito radical, we have x square root of x. Okay, so ganun lang siya. For example, yan, we have square root of 3x minus 5. So pwede nyo siyang i-translate into rational exponent. So pwede rin siyang maging h of x is equal to 3x minus 5 raised to 1 half. So kapag ginawa natin yung y prime niya, so 1 half, bababa natin yung kanyang exponent, 3x minus 5 times 1 half minus 1. Okay? So 1 half times 3x minus 5, we have 1 half minus 1 is negative 1 half. Is this our final answer? No, kasi may negative dun sa taas. So, ang gagawin na lang natin, ibababa. So, 1 over 2 times 3x minus 5 raised to 1 half. And that is our final answer. Pwede nyo rin naman gawing or y prime is equal to 1 over 2 square root of 3x minus 5. Parehas lang yang dalawang yan. Okay, so we have derivative of x. Derivative of e raised to x is just e raised to x. So kapag tinanong kayo kung anong derivative of e raised to x kagad yung sagot niya. Okay, of course, kung meron tayong function u dyan, so sa e raised to x, for example, e raised to 2x is equal to, ang derivative niyan ngayon, y prime is equal to 2. So ang u natin ay 2x. Ang du natin ngayon ay 2dx. So we have 2e raised to 2x. Ganun lang yung sa e raised to x. Pag a raised to x naman, pag sinabi nating a, meron siyang number dun sa base natin. So, for example, 5 raised to x. So, ang y prime, y is equal to 5 raised to x. Ang y prime ngayon yan ay, kunin nyo tong equation na ito. We have a raised to x ln a. So, we have 5 raised to x ln I'm sorry, it's not ln 5. Okay, so yan na kagad yung sagot natin. But, kung meron tayong function u, so for example, y is equal to 5 raised to 2x. So, ang u natin dito ay 2x. Ang du natin ng 2x ay 2dx, correct? So, ipag-times nyo lang siya dun sa baba natin. So, y prime is equal to the same formula pa rin, 5 raised to 2x ln 5 times, what is du? 2. Okay, so ang gagawin na lang natin ngayon dyan ay ayusin. So 5 raised to 2x times 2 ln 5. So yan yung final answer natin. Next. Okay, so wag niyong kalimutan yan, dalawa. So next we have ln u. So kapag may derivative tayo ng ln u, 1 over u kaagad ang sagot. For example, ln x, y is equal to ln x. Ang derivative of ln x is 1 over x. No more, no less. Pag ang derivative naman pag derivative naman ng y is equal to ln of 2x, so ang u natin dyan ay 2x, ang du natin dyan ay 2dx. So, we have y prime is equal to 1 over 2x times 2. Don't forget the du part. Okay, so cancel. So, y prime is equal to 1 over x. Okay, so how about here? So y is equal to e raised to x. So ano yung kanyang derivative? So we have y prime is equal to, so pwede nyong gawin yung e raised to u du over dx. So e raised to u, so ang u natin dito ay 2x. Ang du natin dito ay 2dx. Okay, so we have e raised to 2x times 2. So, kasi yun yung du natin. So, pwede nating ihirap yung 2. So, meron tayong y prime is equal to 2e raised to 2x. So, yan yung final answer natin. Paano dun sa pangalawa? We have y is equal to 3x squared. Ang u natin dito ay x squared. Ang du natin dito ay, very good, 2x dx. So we have y prime is equal to, okay, so ang gagamitin naman nyo dyan ay yung a raised to u ln a du over dx. So a raised to u is 3x squared times ln 3 times yung du natin which is 2x. So pwede nating ayusin. So meron tayong 3x squared times 2x ln 3. Okay, so yan yung final answer natin. And last, we have y is equal to ln x cube. So ang u natin dito ay yung x cube. Ang du natin ngayon ay 3x squared dx. So pwede nyo gamitin dito ang 1 over u du over dx. So 1 over u is just y prime is equal to 1 over x cube times yung ating du which is 3x squared. So we have y prime is equal to 3x squared all over x cube. Pwede pa natin itong masimplify. So x squared all over x cube is the same as x raised to 2 minus 3. So x raised to 2 minus 3 is x raised to negative 1. And x raised to negative 1 is 1 over x. So ang tamang sagot natin dito ay 3 over x. Bakit may 3? Kasi may 3 tayo dito sa numerator. Okay, so yan yung mga law natin for derivatives. And I think that's the end of presentation. Thank you for listening.